biggest job I ever did with Dick Avedon, he insisted I call him that, was the famous or infamous series of 4 commercials for Calvin Klein's Obsession. Most of it shoot for one day, usually with a beautiful girl in a close-up. For this one, we had a 2-week shooting schedule, including 2 days for a pre-light. The first day, Nestor Almendros strolled in a little after 8 a.m., greeted his guys, and I introduced myself and chatted with him while we had coffee. I was shocked by the thickness of his glasses. I later learned that, ironically, one of our greatest cinematographers was slowly losing his eyesight. Finally, he asked me what we were supposed to be doing. I told him it was the first of 2 pre-light days. This was an alien concept to him. "How can I light the set until I see the actors in it and know what the action is?" he replied. I was at a loss. Pre-light days are, or were then, common practice for big sets on many movies and commercials. The DP and crew would rig the basic illumination and refine it on the shoot day. Nestor was having none of it. A major prop in the spots was a chess set, so there were 4 or 5 for Dick and Nestor to choose from. For that day and the next day, we all played chess. The opening shot in each spot was framed with 1 actor in the foreground, very close to the lens, and 3 others in the distant background. It's very difficult to hold focus for both planes in a shot like this, and would, for technically optical reasons, require an enormous amount of light. Dick and Nestor discussed this for a long time, and I said to the camera assistant, "Why don't they use a Proxar?" He shrugged, not wanting to get into a technique discussion with the man of Almendros' stature. So I sidled over to Dick and pulled him aside. He didn't know what a Proxar was. "It's like a split diopter for a movie lens," I said. "What's a split diopter?" Dick asked. I explained that these lens attachments were designed to create 2 separate planes of focus within the same shot. He walked over to Nestor and said, "Why don't we use a Proxar?" Nestor said, "What's a Proxar?" The camera assistant explained it to him, and he said, "Let's get one." The last day we did the product shots. This was a classic situation. A brilliant, world-class cinematographer who had no idea how to light a small bottle of perfume. Nestor Almendros could shoot a sweeping landscape in such a way that you were impacted on several levels by its splendor. He could photograph actors so that they seemed ready to walk off the screen into a magical world, and yet he was stumped by a little bottle. It took all day, but he finally got it.
Obsession. Oh, the smell of it.